guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something really cool and awesome. We are going to be doing a sketch tour. Let me say that again. We're going to be doing a sketchbook tour, traditionally versus digitally. All of my works, more or less, like for the past few years for my my sketchbook, well, give or take 2 or 3 years, versus all of the works I've been doing digitally on my Procreate for the past 4 to 5 months. Yes, traditional sketchbooks that I've been working on for the past 2-3 years, and you know, this is not going to be like a methodical, you know, very meticulous tour. I'm just going to give you more of like a comme ça general tour of some of my sketchbooks, and sometime in the future I'll make like another video. Not 2. Yeah, 2. We're going with 2 today. 2 sketchbooks, art sketchbooks, and these are some of my traditional art that I've been doing for the past 2 or 3 years. And like I said, I will actually make another video showing you some of my other artworks that I've been doing past that point, like for the past 5 years, 8 years, so you can get like a, you know, just a very good, you know, hands-on gist of what I've been doing. The blue. Let's start with the blue one. Now, actually, before I open this and I kind of show you, these are actually more of works in progress. Some of them are finished works, some of them are works in progress. Some of them are just kind of like, I don't know, studies, note-taking. Some of them, there's even some puppets in here. I did some watercolor puppets. So this is actually more of a general, it's not so like a narrowed down specific niche type of work. So, but that's the beauty of art, isn't it? All right, so this is actually a watercolor portrait that I did of my husband. A watercolor portrait that I did of my husband for his birthday. He actually used to have this Nacho Libre mask he used to wear, and it was so funny, and the kids loved it, and the kids actually enjoyed our kids enjoyed the film, and so he liked wearing it just to kind of like goof off. That is a watercolor that I've done. I will tell you that the past 2 years, from like 2 years ago up until this point, I've been painting far much more than I have been in the course of, say, 13 years. There was just particular seasons in my husband and our lives where we were just at these particular junctions where we had to kind of focus on family. We didn't have a lot, you know, we had to focus on budgeting, whatnot. I didn't have like what I have now, a lot of the generous amount of art supplies that I have now. So it was a little bit, you know, scattered, a little here, a little there. But as of for the past 3 months, I will say I've been creating far much more than I have in my whole since college. So this is a watercolor puppet that I created, where it's painted in parts, the appendages of like the torso, lower body, arms and legs. Exactly happens actually to be a sketch of one of my babies. That's my now 4-year-old. I'm sorry, I apologize if you can't see that. What I know I'm going to do, I'm going to actually put these pictures up to a PIP, so you can see the bigger version of the picture sketchbooks, and then like me in the background. Ooh, wee. The next one that I have is a study. It is a study. A fantasy study. Oh, it's actually a fantasy sketch study that I actually, I'm going to say I drew from my imagination. I really didn't have any clear reference sources, so I went ahead and I drew this from my imagination. I like it. Here we go. Here are some of my watercolor puppets that I did. One of a moonfish, mushroom, and another mushroom. So I actually like this one a lot. I want to show that to you guys again. See? And moving on, there's another one that I did. Actually, this was I didn't really use a reference picture on this one. But yeah, I like it. It's actually it would be a self-portrait of me as a princess. Yes, princess with a crown. It's was another drawing I did from my imagination. If you can't really see that, I will actually, yeah. Most of these drawings and paintings that I'm showing you, I actually have on my Instagram. So you can, my Instagram link is right in the description link below, so you can just go there and see all of my Instagram accounts. I do have them separated by drawings, like illustration drawings account, painting accounts, and digital paintings accounts, so that will help you out. Okay, so moving on, I have, let me get actually into these more interesting guys, because I just don't want to be here all day, every day. Here are some drawings, sketch drawing of some studies of dragons that I drew. Can you see that, y'all? Party dragons on fly. Yeah, so these are some studies of dragons that I did. I'm a very big fan of drawing dragons and dragon fantasy films and Smog and everything like that. Okay, so what else do I have? I have another dragon, y'all. Another dragon, yes. Okay, moving on. I can't show you every single thing in this, but I'm going to get to here because I still want to make this video so long. So long. Here is a watercolor that I did. I'm getting more into my realism works here. A watercolor I did of an older man. And I really love doing this watercolor because I got to get into all of the crooks and crannies and the wrinkles and just like the skin blemishes and that sort of thing. And it was really fun doing that with my watercolors. I think it was one of the first times that I really got into the grit and nitty of realism for watercolor. Let's see. Here's another one that I like. Ain't she pretty? This is actually just a really pretty girl with yellow ribbon in her hair. Okay. I'm sorry, all this stuff is falling out. It's falling out of my damn sketchbook, man. Okay. Moving on to some illustration fantasy characters that I did. Poop. Whatever. All right, getting back. Did I show this to you guys? No, if I didn't, okay. So here we have our fantasy illustrations that I was working on. Some satyrs and fauns. Guys, I'm a very big fantasy fan who loves to draw really awesome fantasy illustrations and mythology, characters, and everything from above. Awesome. Yes, they're really cool. Satyrs and fawns. And again, that's actually on one of my Instagram accounts, if you can see that. Okay, moving on. We're getting close to the close. This is actually a cute. This is like a doodly noodly little drawing that I did of a pretty girl, like an enchantress. Sort of, I was doing some studies on like enchantresses and yeah. So let's see, who else? Another study of a figurative study of two guys wrestling. Like, I actually was inspired by, when I did this little study of Jacob and God wrestling. I mean, they just came down and did jiu-jitsu with each other. And I think Jacob, he won. All right. What else? Okay, and here's a sketch of my husband that I did. I was doing some sketchings of my husband profile, and yeah, that's him. And you know what? I think I hear a child screaming. Pleasantly watercolors that I've done in the past year. I know that's not the best English accent, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Right. There's actually, this is a watercolor that I did of an elderly lady. And like, again, I really enjoyed doing this one, just kind of really getting my feet wet, so to speak, with like the tactileness of skin, pores, wrinkles, that sort of thing. Here's one. I just saw this one as I was looking. Here's one that I did of my sweet baby boy. One of my sweet baby boys. I have 3 boys and 4 girls. Yes, and I think he was actually 4 or 5 when I did this of him. Moving on. I did this one. Some other stuff. There's the bruised giant. You will actually, this was, you'll see this on my Instagram as well. And also, some of these will all be on my website. That I'm now working on. My new Squarespace website. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Bruised giant. Just got his ass kicked. Alright, moving on. And I think that's all for that book. I wanted to show you this one. This is not going to be a terribly long video. I promise. I really promise, man. It's not going to be long and drawn out. And I'm having just a hissy fit time trying to get that back in there. Because you're not seeing that yet. That's for next week. Okay, so here's some of my last. This is actually a big ass sketchbook. The biggest assiest. The biggest assiest sketchbook that I've ever owned in my entire life. And I got it for Christmas. 2 years ago. 2 Christmases ago. Looks like a big ass Bible. Don't you just love it? So, alright guys, moving on. Okay, so I'm moving up, close up of this so you guys can see my work on my Procreate program, because now I'm going to show you my digital portfolios that I've done since I started Procreate. Okay, so starting off with, I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna go through this rather briskly, because if you want to see them like, oh, I want to see more of your work, just go over to my Instagram accounts and just follow. If you want to see, you know, just frisk through if you don't want to. And, you know, you can always subscribe to my channel to see these full flash babies in action. So here's my very first painting, digital painting that I did in Procreate. It's a portrait of a Maasai warrior. Getting my feet wet, you know, just kind of walking to it slowly, getting my feet wet. It's not like, this is about 6 months ago. Okay, and shoot, I forgot to shut the door because my kid's screaming again. Wheel of Fortune! Okay, going on. Seriously, gosh. All right, gallery. Okay, so Maasai warrior. Okay, shit. Okay, next one that I did, the unequivocal old woman. I really liked this one. It was an illustration one that I was doing. I really got, like I said, when I do people who have like lots of like wrinkles and blemishes and that sort of thing, it's a privilege for me just to go in and just to do my handiwork. So we got her. Okay, you know what? And then I might even just do like, you know what, there's a lot on here, and I don't want this video going on and on and on and on and on forever like the never-ending story. So I think I'm just gonna just pick out highlights of some of my works. Here's the wise old sage that I did. This is like in the early eras of Procreate that I started 6 months ago. Can you all see that? Like I said, you can't really get a good view on this. This one is actually, I did, flip it good. This one I did, it's a study. Actually, this is more like a study because I plan on doing this one in a larger oil painting on a larger canvas of David and Goliath reimagined. My son, oldest son, is actually posing as David for me, and he got Goliath in his head there. Yeah, that also is. That was a study that I did. This one here. This is actually, yeah, the kid warrior, and she's carrying a gun. It's actually, this is one of my daughters that posed for me for this picture. Yeah. Let's see, what else? I'm going to just show you like a few more, then I think that's it, because this is kind of a little bit, now I see it's a little bit meticulous or unassuming, you know. Yeah. Let's see. Headshot, or yeah, head portrait of a kid doing study drawings of different types of like just complexions and ethnicities. That's always a good thing, isn't it? Okay. Alright. What else here? This actually happens to be you know what? It's a figure painting that I did. My husband. It's my husband. This one is actually called A Man on Another Planet. Again, I you know, it's just like it's a study. It's not anything to shout and write home about. I'm going to elaborate on this more in the future and do a larger like series with like my oil mediums, oil pastels. And you know, I'm going to decide to do. I'm going to do more. Let's see here. What else can I show you? I'm going to show you this one here. Another portrait. Okay. Yeah, see that one? And then you've got this Viking. Oh shit. What did I do?
I don't want to waste my work.
Here we go. This is, and I'll kind of turn this so you can see a few views of the brother of the Viking warrior. Ooh, if I had a heart, okay, moving on. Here we go. I know these are actually more recent ones. I did this one. This is a study, again, a study, nothing to holla and write home about, you know, it's a study. It's nothing, you know, it's a study of some like archmen walking through the forest on their way to kick some ass. Nothing, yeah, just, it's a study. It's a study that I plan on maybe like, you know, exploring later and doing like doing a project out of. Gosh, and then, you know, some of these recent more, I'll show you this one. Yeah, you guys can say it's Milan, but it's not. She's Japanese. Yeah, not Chinese. So she's an archman, and I really like, you know, I'm doing a lot of just, you know, beautiful Japanese related cultural paintings, geisha girls, and just ceremony, you know, warriors, the sort of thing. As of right now, and I'm happy about doing it, and it's really exciting. Such a beautiful culture, really love it. Just awesome. What else? I think that's it for right now, y'all. That one I did another, again, a study. Nothing to write home about. Just, you know, may explore it later. All right. Beans and cornbread had to fight. Beans kick cornbread out of sight. Beans said Corbin, that's alright. I'm going out with you Saturday night. Beans and cornbread. Beans and cornbread. Beans and cornbread and woo! Alright, y'all. Just walking on a tour with me today on my sketchbook tour. This camera's too close. I gotta push it that way. Alright. Coming with me on the sketchbook tour and seeing all of the things that I've been doing for the past 2 to 3 years, and I'm just getting pumped. This beauty of creating things is awesome, guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Subscribe to the channel, you know, if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. Like and notifications if you want to see the videos coming up every single week that I'm doing. Want to make sure that you get it. Click on the notification button. It's not that hard. And what else? I'll see you next week, y'all. Bye.